Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the Collibra hierarchy. Collibra has this very good feature in form of hierarchy uh, that gives the user or the business user or stakeholders uh, ease to navigate throughout their data governance environment. If you see other data governance tools like Informatica Action, Azure Purview, or Alation, they have cataloging feature, but they don't have a hierarchy feature like Collibra. So it is difficult for the business users or the stakeholders to identify or to navigate where they should start or where they should go to identify their data or the metadata inside their data governance tool. But Collibra has this beautiful feature. To start with this hierarchy, at the top we have community. Community has only one thing, that is a name. Community has no type. Community only has a name. Now, what is the significance of a community or what community actually is? Community is just like a cover with a label for identification. Like we used to cover our books in our school days, like this is a history book, this is a geography book. We put a cover and a label on top of it. Community does the same thing for metadata inside Collibra. Now, how you can create community based on which criteria? It's actually based on your requirement or your client's requirement. Communities can be based on users. You can have two separate communities, one for technical users, one for business users. You can have communities based on business units. Like for finance, there is a community. For HR, there is a community. For operations, there is a community. Or you can divide communities based on your use. Like for source systems, there is a community. Okay, for everything regarding to analytics, there will be a community. Okay, everything regarding to regulations, there will be a community. Everything regarding to security, there will be a community. So according to your need, you can divide the community. Under the community, you can have sub community. Though in Collibra there is nothing called sub community, you will end up creating another community in Collibra, but we like to call it as sub community. It is not mandatory. You can have a sub community or not. It totally depends on you. But under the community or the sub community, you will have domains. What is a domain? Domain is the area or the container where you will be storing your actual metadata, which we'll call assets here. Domain has two things. Unlike community, domain has type also along with name. Okay. Now what is the type or domain type? Domain has different types like data domain. Under data domain there are some subtypes like physical data dictionary, logical data dictionary, and you have other domain types like governance asset domain. Okay, you have business asset domain, you have glossary. How this domain type is linked to asset type will come in a little bit later, but for now you should know that domain has two things, name and type. Under domains we will have our assets. Now in Collibra every metadata is an asset. Just like domain, we have two things for asset. One is name, another one is type. Now, particular type of asset can be stored into a particular type of domain. Like table can be stored into only physical data dictionary. So this is the relationship between asset type and domain type. We'll continue this discussion further to our next part of this video. Thank you for now.